Why won't it let me do it on the other side? I don't know. Just so you know, I'm trying to go live on my laptop and it won't do it. And I'd set it all up beautifully, which is a bit mildly miffing, isn't it? And I tried all week long. Gotta look at you. Anyway, hi, welcome to this week's show. I'm just going to make sure now that I'm actually live, and apologies for being vertical. Although a lot of people watch on their phones, but I prefer it horizontal. And it used to give me an option. But right now, no option. But so this week, is this the end? Bit of a van life disaster moment. One moment, caller. I've just changed channel. Let me switch count, which I've just done, and it's not letting me switch count. Hi, everyone. Good evening. No show yesterday because I was so busy this week. And we're going to get round to why that's happened, what's happened, how things have... there were some big bigs and a few minor inconveniences. Bear with, just doing... yay, I'm there. Why won't it go? If anyone knows when going live... Hang on, let's bring my sweaty head down. Why it won't let me go like that. So, and it's warm in here. Right, Monday, good. Tuesday, MOT, 8:15 in the morning for my motorbike. I've got a BMW F700. That, no advisories, very happy because following weekend, I'm off to Wales with my best mate, Bertie. We're going to Hereford to HR4K for a bike-a-do and then a bit of wild camping and motorbiking out into Wales. So that'll be in a few weeks' time. And then Tuesday afternoon, MOT on this girl. Cut to the chase. Did it pass? Did it heck? A big one. Could have been worse. You know, old van, 24 years old, so no rust, brakes fine. I have a snapped rear offside leaf spring. It's not the end of the world. You get the part, 200-300 quid. It is something I would do for myself. But this van's 24-year-old. I once worked on an MR2. It took me a weekend to get a bolt off. Short of a blowtorch, I used a butane gas canister, complete one to heat. These bolts are going to be on big time. And sometimes you just got to suck it up. I think if I did it myself on this driveway, it would take me over a weekend. Then there's the fact I've only got a 3.5-ton jack. It's on the offside where the water and the batteries are, so it's heavy. Let's be sensible. I'm going to take the pain and get it booked back into the garage. That's the only thing it failed on, that leaf spring. I'm really pleased with the old girl. However, whilst in the bay, the guy moved her onto the lift ramp, did the MOT, did the brake check then, and then moved her back. And they said, you can go and get her. So we had to get her moved back. 90 minutes we were stuck there. The immobilizer refused to work at all. It's never done it. It was embarrassing in a way that I was thinking, what if they think I've done this to them? And they might be thinking, what have we done? Luckily, I keep all the manuals for the van, the electrics, everything in the van. And the engineer, the mechanic there was just brilliant. Read through it. We worked out eventually how to rearm and reset it. But there is now the worry. And there's this. I'm going to open the side door. I'm still here. Hear that noise? Never did that before. That's not a good noise. It's not a noise I want. I'm just going to change channel if anyone's going to write any comments. One moment, let me go onto my computer here. So over the next week, I am now going to be looking into the Sigma S30 system and do my best to unwire it. If you know anything about these Sigma immobilizers, I want it out. I want it out now. Um, it's really awkward. Um, Ian and Faith's Adventures, good evening. Thank you. Uh, it's not something I want to be stuck on the side of the road at, or at a junction, or wherever. So that's got to come out. I've got a quote for the leaf spring to be done, but that's sitting in my inbox. I'll look at that. That sort of came in the last half an hour. Other than that, the van's then laid up. There's not going to be a lot going on. Next weekend, as I say, I'm away for the weekend. It'll be a motorbike video as I nomadically wild camp. And then there are other things happening. However, I've got to divulge. In my periphery, there is angst and worry. And there's a lot I can't say on my channel about my life. Sadly, I'm being stalked. And things, and not against me, but against someone I know. And it's just sad. It really is that people are so petty to do that. So there may be less videos on here because I'm aware that where I am, what I do, where I may go, may be used. I don't know why, just we all know people who are awkward in life. Camden, so I think there may be a sabbatical for a couple of weeks. I'll produce one of the wild camping on the motorbike trip. And then there's some other adventures coming up, which I cannot wait to share. I'll be doing live updates whilst me and my friend are doing this adventure together. And I think it would be part of the ethos of this. Butterfield Motors are phoning me at the moment. Hello, Butterfield Motors. I can't answer the call. So that's it. There's no going around. There's no video of beautiful scenes. None of that's happened. I did video and talk about going down for the MOTs. And I did a video when I came home, having collected the van. But then I thought I just wanted to really be more intimate and connect about it, the emotion. I wasn't upset because if it had been welding, then I'd be upset. Then we're looking at, and it's not Jenny ending stuff. It's just a leaf spring with a crack in it. So there you go. That's the downside of an old van. But there are some amazing things coming up later this year. If you need a bit more dose of positivity, go and check out Darren's Urban Motorhome session this evening, because this will be wrapped up really quickly. I really appreciate the comments, and recently some of you have just emailed to say, chin up, especially when I was off for a bit. Normality and leaving the area for extended periods of time is coming up again. So let me just look at that. No, just that. That's it. Have a lovely week. There will be my mindful moments this Sunday around 6 o'clock. I'll be here in the van, and it's going to be about coping on the road when we have these setbacks. There's no point getting sad or angry about it. I'm a little bit miffed about the other factors that are happening, but right now I got my van. It's a bit wobbly on the side because of the cracked spring. I had wondered, I thought it was the weight of the water, but the mechanics where I go are they're wonderful. They're really, really helpful. When you've got a garage that you can go back to, and they specialise in camper vans and motorhomes, you can't ask for more. And even when I'm further away, it's really great. One thing I want to talk about again, though, I'm still reaching out to those that were involved with the Valley Van meetup and Pete's Pit. Let me know if you're on the road and you would like to have a full-time van life get together for Christmas this year. So some of us who are really solo nomads, some of us who embrace the culture, even though we've got bricks and mortar, we can all meet up, get a marquee, cook our own stuff, but maybe have benches so that we can do group cooking. I'd like to do some desserts for everyone, and just spend Christmas as a community, rather than just, I don't know, hibernating. That's all. Please, if you're here, give it a thumbs up. And going around the bend with Danny and Vito, yeah, let's make this happen. And Kerry, thank you, brilliant. Let's create something really positive. And another great thing to look forward to, especially in the winter months. I can imagine a marquee, lovely fire pit, loads of lights, everyone just getting on a great big sing song. Can you imagine the glühwein we could have? This big pot of spiced wine. I don't drink, but heated spiced wine. We could make it something really, really memorable. Right, I'll shut up. I'm rambling. I'm just so excited about that idea. I need to contact and email all the right people. Have a lovely week. Come by on Sunday. Let's have a bit of mindfulness, maybe a little meditation if you're into that, if that's your bag. Take care, everyone. Be kind, genuinely, to those out there, especially the people stalking me. Give it a rest. Be kind. Take care. Bye. Da, da, da.